Among the nuns who raised me, Sister Adela was the one I didn't like much, and for a very good reason. She was my tutor in Latin and relentlessly pushed me to learn and learn and learn. When I left Montivilliers Abbey to Jumièges, I felt some relief being away from her, but not for long, because the monks of Jumièges would reveal themselves even more merciless in their teachings. Sister Adela was a thin and strong woman who had left her husband with his agreement to become a nun, as have done many other sisters. She had also given all her land near Beaumont to the abbey. The donation of property is a good way to live safely one's old days with the community and to secure oneself a place in heaven. This donation also safeguards one's family next few generations under the protection of a powerful abbey. Now, after many years, I have come to understand that Sister Adela was a very dedicated teacher and was always trying to find ways to get me interested in learning Latin and other subjects. For example, with some help from Sister Clara, I had learned the names of various plants. So, Sister Adela would take me for walks in the Halats woods, checking my knowledge by asking me to create a complete sentence in Latin for each plant she would point out while walking. I had complete freedom of choice for my sentences, so I was always ending up with stories of monsters from hell, angels, fights, and courageous knights. I understood years later, while myself tutoring little Hernando in Castile or young Corby on the way to Jerusalem, that she was indeed a gifted teacher. I recall when I left to study at Jumièges Abbey, she was one of the nuns crying the most, tears streaming down her cheeks. And I thought she didn't like me. As a grown-up, I understand now that she wanted me to become the best I could be and taught me discipline through her lessons. Invaluable lessons. Another of her tricks was to begin writing down a list of 20 new words to memorize before Vespers and to suddenly stop, look at me with apparent sadness, and whisper that maybe it was too much for me. "No, I can do it," I would strongly claim and run into a corner of the cellar to memorize the word's definitions. Sometimes I would fall asleep, and when the Vespers bell rang before dinner, I would feel so bad that I would skip the meal rather than confront the stern face of Sister Adela. I would only show up next morning when I knew my 20 words.